All right, guys, welcome back to the game plan. Last year it was Joe and I. This year we got some new recruits. Here with Matt, here with Gabe, and basically we're going over the first podcast of the year. We're gonna try to do these weekly again, and we're gonna get right into things here. I'm glad to have everyone back, and we're gonna start off with power rankings. So the 8 teams are Team Chung, Team Adano, Flanny, Levis, Shannon, Howard, and Satan and Cosme. You guys want to start at 8 and go down to 1?
Yeah, let's
Sure.
go. Yeah, let's reverse.
All right. Number 8.
I gotta look at the teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going off the dome here.
We got some good teams this year.
There's really a lot of even teams. We had a lot of competition this year because we jumped from 24 people to 32.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a lot of new faces in the league.
There's a bunch of new kids too.
Me personally, at number 8, I'm gonna go with the youngins. I'm gonna go with Team Levis.
Okay.
I'm also gonna have to go with Team Levis.
Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one.
Just because they're new to the league. Levis has played in like 1 or 2 games with a sub, I think.
Yeah.
But Pixton's hasn't played in a game before, and Yaney, we obviously know Yaney. Yaney's a good player, but I think it's just a team that has a lot of uncertainty, and obviously,
new heads, new heads.
I mean, they could easily jump it after this week once we see them play a little bit, but we got to start you guys there for now. 7, Team Madonna. Just kidding, Madonna. I know you.
Facts.
Wait, were we supposed to put him at 8 this year?
We were supposed to put him at 8. He wanted to be at 8.
Sorry.
No, he wants to move up 1 every year. What is he, 7
He
last?
was 7 last.
All right, so we got to put him. We'll put him at 6 this year.
6.
God, what team would be next? I mean,
realistically for 7,
yeah.
I might have to go.
Is this for week 1?
This is just preseason power rankings.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna team rank 7. I'm gonna have to go Team Chung.
Team Chung.
I'm gonna have to go Team Chung.
Team Chung.
Just because you guys have a good team, you guys have some height and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just
Chung.
Kyle would have to. I don't know. He has to go into more of a scoring role this year.
Yeah.
He didn't do that last year.
I think Kahim could be a really good player if he doesn't settle for the 3 as much and uses his physical ability.
He's a big dude. He can get inside.
Kahim's a strong dude. I played AAU with him. I think that if he learns how to use his body in driveway league, he'll be able to push some kids around.
Yeah, he's already good at defense and stuff.
Yeah. Novak, I think he was 2nd in depoy last year, 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah,
I think he
would average
he was like
5 blocks or something like that.
I think he's the all-time block leader in driveway league.
He's solid.
Novak's a good 3rd option. Obviously, one of my teammates last year. I enjoyed playing with him. It's a hard team to rank 7, but there's just so much competition in the league. Like,
all
really,
solid teams.
Any of these teams could fall from like 2 to the 6th spot next week.
Yeah.
Moving on to
I think Flanny should
6.
be next.
All right. Yeah, we could say Flanny for next.
Well, because Nick.
Cruiser's playing week 1.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah. No Bodie. No Bodie.
No vote.
No Bodie. Why?
It's Flanny, Cruiser, and who is it? Kurt? Is Kurt there?
I think
3rd?
it's Kurt. I think Kurt's.
Oh yeah, Kurt's solid.
Mr. Bodith is in Florida, I think. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
And they're playing who?
They're playing Levis. Yeah, they're playing Levis. So, Flanny, obviously one of the most dominant players the league's seen.
Mid-range game on
mid-range.
100.
He loves that right side mid-range. But obviously MVP last year, right? He won MVP last year.
I think he was MVP. It was him or
Steve did.
Steve won MVP.
Steve
won. All right, then runner up.
Josh.
Runner up for MVP. All right, all of us thought different. Flanny obviously in the MVP talks every year, I guess we could say then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Most definitely.
So yeah, they're gonna be Team 6 for now.
Yeah.
Team 5.
I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna have to go Team Howard.
Team Howard.
I'm gonna have to go Team Howard. Rob is very solid. He's always a good leader.
They have a good team this year. It just depends how they're gonna play together.
Brian, he's very solid when he tries.
Right.
He doesn't try that often because I know he doesn't take it 100%.
Brian loves that 1 foot fadeaway.
Yeah, we need you to try this year.
He's solid too. It's just
Ja's first.
We'll see how he works with other people that have the ball and stuff.
Well, Ja was in the league 2 years ago, I think.
Yes.
He was with Cruiser and Kai. Yeah, Team Oreo, I guess you could refer to them as Cruiser would say.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
And the biggest point with that team is just they all want the ball, and it's how they're gonna split.
I think
split shots.
The thing about that team is I think that they could be a very solid defensive team.
Very.
So I think that team could wreak some havoc on defense if they're all on their A game.
Yes.
Offense, we'll see how that meshes. I mean, I guess you could say that for all these teams. Right. But like we said, it's all up in the air. I'm going to make a bold prediction here and say Team Cosme for 4 for now. as they could
All right,
very well rise up.
I'll take that.
They could very well.
Last year I was 8.
Just yeah.
You were?
Last year I was 8.
That's
So I think that Team Cosme also could be a very good team. He did draft Nico, who is unfortunately out for at least half the season. It sounds like.
Yeah, he's coming back for the end of the season.
So Cosme's got Gaffney right now, and obviously I haven't seen Will play on this hoop. I think Will could be a good player.
That boy's catching posters this year.
He is.
That boy's catching posters this year.
He's gonna dunk on a lot of
Better
people.
watch out.
Obviously, Gabe's a very dominant player as well, but I think we got to stick with him at 4 for now.
I agree with that. I'll agree with
Just
that.
because we'll see. He is playing with the sub the first couple weeks.
And
so
Gaffney, he's not known for his defense.
I've heard that Gaffney's trying to make a point this year.
Gaffney's coming
He's gotta
crazy
play
this year.
some-
He's coming crazy
He's got to
this
play
year.
some defense.
I was with Gaffney the other day.
He's
And
playing aggressive.
I was with
He
Gaffney.
is.
I was with him the other
That was
day.
week 1.
And he said, "Hey, has a sub ever won MVP before?"
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
So I was like, I don't know if that's possible, Gaff. I don't think you're even MVP of your team. But I'm here for it, Gaff. If you want to go crazy this season, prove yourself.
Okay.
Number 3, we got my team, we got Satan, and we got...
I think I'm going to put you guys 3.
Yeah, I could see that.
Respectfully, I'm going to have to disagree with that. I'm going to have to put Team Satan on 3.
You think so?
Because...
I'll get behind the bias of that.
Just because... I wouldn't put Dylan's team at 3 just because they have an all-around solid team.
Okay.
I would put Satan at 3 just because of Joe, to be honest.
Oh my god.
The commissioner.
Oh my god.
Joe knows I love him, but he, I don't know. It depends if he gets gassed or not.
No, but the thing is
No,
that
it depends if he has the silky
The
on
thing
or
is
not.
with Joe,
Yeah.
Joe, if he's on fire.
Yeah,
But when he's
100%,
not on,
100%,
he's just
yeah.
ice.
If Joe's
Yeah.
on, he's like hitting turnaround
Right, that's what I'm
threes.
saying.
He's selling
if he
it.
settles for the threes, and if he gets tired, like when it gets stupid hot out, like
Yeah.
that's what
We
it
need a
depends
paint
on.
presence
We
this year,
need
Joe.
Joe's
Paint
conditioning.
presence.
Joe's a football player, so his conditioning.
Yeah, he has been playing football and stuff. So
I think
see how his stamina is.
talking about settling. I was actually talking to Joe today, and we were just talking about like how he needs to if he uses his body more.
That's what I'm
he's the
saying.
biggest.
He's the biggest
yeah,
dude
he's
in the
100%,
league.
Biggest and
100%.
Biggest
probably
dude in the
he's probably the strongest dude in the league
Yeah,
too.
for
If he
sure.
learns
100%.
if he learns some footwork, he learns how to get his back in the post and like kind of just body kids around. He'll be able to be
Baby hook would be necessary.
yeah, he'll be a lot more of an effective of a player, and will definitely make that team a lot better.
Yeah.
2 will go my team.
2, I'm gonna have to
We'll
say
go you
Team
guys,
Shannon.
yeah.
Team Shannon is a very solid team. Dylan, he's been in the gym, getting muscle on. Mike, that's Hulk
You know,
right
Mike.
there. So
that's
he's
Beast.
going
Is that still
crazy.
Beast Gorilla Man?
Yeah, that's Beast Gorilla Man right
I
now.
thought he passed it to you.
That
no,
boy-
he passed it to somebody.
I don't know, but that boy's strong. He's strong.
He is strong.
So
He is strong.
he's definitely in the lab every day.
You definitely don't want to get on his bad side. That's something I don't want to do this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, you might get a ball thrown
Yeah,
at you.
They got a very good,
Yes.
solid third option.
Tommy
They got
Demon.
Tommy.
Tommy
Demon.
has a strap. He
And-
has a strap.
And you gotta think about it. Now the 2 diabetic people on a team.
That orange juice
That
connection.
might go crazy.
Right.
Yeah, they be sharing insulin.
And there's an advantage because Tommy does need a diabetes timeout every
so we
game.
get
Oh
breaks.
yeah, yeah,
We get
yeah. You
breaks
get breaks
in the
too.
game.
breaks.
You do
Oh
get breaks.
man, I'm low.
Ugh, it'd be a shame.
And then I guess moving on to Team Madonna, the
Yes.
defending champs.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know we wanted to be lower for the motivation.
I'm sorry. Can't do it.
yeah. I'm gonna have to place
Can't
Josh
do
number
it.
1 too.
Yeah,
He
it's-
led them
Can't
very
do it.
well last year.
They're on
Very
their they're running it back. They got the same team. He drafted the same team back. Him, Jamrog, and Tyler.
Very good defensive team
Very
and
good.
offensive
Very
team.
good
Very
defensive
good.
team. If their offense can improve from last year, it'll be even scarier.
Hey, Tyler hitting threes now.
Tyler's
he's hitting
has he-
threes
he's-
now.
Has he been in the lab?
I don't know if he's been in a lab, but he's hitting threes now.
All right.
He's
All
gonna
right.
hit some threes this year, I
Glad to
guarantee.
see
All right,
it.
we're looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say for Team Madonna besides defending champs. They got more to prove, I feel like, and we'll see how that pans out throughout the year.
Yeah.
With that being said, that's just the opening power rankings. Obviously, we said it many times. Could easily change after the first week. This is just a preseason poll, so we'll see. Now we're going to jump into weekly matchup predictions. And the first game kicking off the Driveway League season is Team Chung versus Team Madonna, the defending champs. Obviously, based on the power rankings, I think that a lot of people would choose Team Madonna to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
But, I hope it's competitive. I hope it's a close game, and maybe at the end it'll be a toss-up. Who get the last couple stops, make the last couple shots.
I think it's gonna be a defensive game. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah. I hope it's a close game.
Even last year, we've never gotten blown out, but we didn't win games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think my team got better this year.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it is.
You got a good anchor under the hoop.
Yeah. I think depending on what your matchups are
Mm-hmm.
on defense for your team, it can go well for you guys. But Josh's team is dominant. Josh in general.
Josh can just carry a team.
Yeah, that
he
boy
controls the pace of the game.
Yeah, that
very
boy
well.
can shoot, and he actually plays
Yes.
D.
Yeah, and he's got a mullet now. So,
so
it's,
got
his
mullet power.
His attributes
Yeah.
might be increased.
Facts.
Yeah, didn't think about that.
Yeah. Next game we got is Flanny versus the two of the rookies, Levis and Pixton and Yanni.
Yeah.
So Flanny versus Team Levis.
I'm gonna have to go with Team Flanny on that one.
Flanny, I don't. It depends. It just.
You know,
It really depends on if Connor gives up.
But the thing is-
If Connor gives up, then I think it's toast. But at the same time, he also has Kurt on his team.
See,
Kurt is pretty good. He's a very good third option.
Kurt's. Look, I think Kurt's been in the finals like 2 of the last 3 years or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But
He's a good luck charm.
Team Flanny is playing with Cruiser though. Who
Right, so
who
then
may
it just,
bring their team down a
right.
little. Sorry, Cruiser. It's just the truth.
Whoever's
Cruiser is gonna
is
body
guarding,
that man.
he's gonna get.
I mean,
he's gonna get
you
cooked.
can't put Cruiser on Yanni. You can't
Unless-
put Cruiser on Pixton.
keep
And
him
you
on
can't
Levis.
put him on
Well,
Levis.
it really depends.
It's tough.
Like if Pixton is aggressive,
Right.
then but from what I know of him, he plays passive. So
I
don't
do
know.
think Pixton will be a good player in this league, though.
I've heard he was good. I've never
I think
seen him play.
he'll be a good player in this league.
Yeah.
I know he's coming off a ACL injury like 2 years ago or something, but I think he's pretty recovered from that and ready to go. Levis, obviously, we saw him a little bit before in the league. He had some good games when he subbed in. So it really
needs to get his
depends
ass in the
it
paint.
depends if they can contain Flanny.
Right.
I don't know who they'll put on him, but we'll see. I'm gonna go for the record. I'm gonna go team. I'm gonna go Team Flanny just because of the uncertainty with Team Levis.
I want Team Levis.
I could see
I'm
Team
pulling
Levis.
for Team
yeah,
Levis.
I could see them winning, but I'm gonna go with Team Flanny just
Yeah.
for now. Next up is my game: Team Shannon versus Howard.
I'm going to have to go with Team Shannon on that one.
Mm.
It really depends if Dylan is aggressive and if Mike plays strong like I know he can. And Tommy, he's always strapped up. So I feel like
Sniper.
Ja will help on the inside with whoever is guarding Mike. Whether they have Brian on him or if it's Rob, they might help for you
I could
if you
see-
get past
yeah.
Brian.
I could see Rob guarding Mike,
Yeah.
Jahim guarding you, and Brian guarding Tommy.
I think there's a lot of
That
different
is
matchups.
a very good matchup
There-
too, yeah.
I think there's many matchups
So
that
I
can
think
happen that game.
Yeah, it depends how you can score
Yeah.
on whoever's guarding you, and Mike can score on the inside,
Yeah.
and Tommy hitting his shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I did this all last year. I picked my team most times.
Fair
I
enough.
like to have confidence in my team, so I'm gonna go my team again. Even though I do think it'll be a very good game. I was telling Mike earlier, like every time I play Rob, it just seems to be very competitive, and it's always a close game. I feel like, so I'm looking forward to that game.
I'm also taking Team Shannon as well.
And heading into the last game of the week now, prime time.
Shit.
Prime time.
Oh.
We got Team Satan versus Team Cosme.
Respectfully, I'm going with my team.
I
Respectfully.
mean, yeah, I can't
Respectfully.
get mad at that.
Going crazy this year.
Why do you pick your team over Team Satan? You think you guys
I think,
got some advantages?
I think. First of all, Will has grown man strength. That boy's small, but he got grown man strength. He can actually body in the paint. No funny shit. And I think that's a very good matchup if Tassie is the one guarding him. Because if Tassie's guarding him, he's physical. He's a physical defender.
Tassie's been in the gym.
Tassie's
Will,
a big boy too, though.
Will plays good
Tassie's
with
a big boy.
Will plays good with physicality. He
Yeah.
does that. I've known him since AAU playing 6th grade. He's always been down at the block. Never at the wing. He's always down at the block, bodying people. Like
Just throwing the body around.
Steve and I, we'll go back and forth. It's always a battle with Steve.
And then it's
And then
Ryan
when it
and
comes down to the third, it's Joe and Ryan.
Joe and Ryan.
So
right.
if someone outplays
Ryan, you
the
better
other,
get your weight up.
Yeah, if someone outplays the other, then hey, it is what it is. But I'm gonna have to go my team respectfully.
I'm gonna as well go with Team Cosme, just because, I think that Gabe is a very dominant player, and I'm not saying that Steve isn't. Obviously, he's the MVP. He's one of the best players in the league, if not up there with the top 1, 2, 3 options.
Right.
I really think all these games will be good. I feel like I'm just repeating myself when I say this is going to be a good game. But I think we got a good slate of games here. And I think that Team Cosme will win just because I think Will is going to be a good player. But it does come down to that Will and Tassie matchup, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like we know what Steve and Gabe are going to do. They're going to headbutt all game. But it'll come down to the other options to see who comes out on top. That wraps up our part on the games and our predictions, but we're going to move on to game of the week here. You want to start down here?
Sure.
What do you think the game of the week is? quick
I
glance.
think that the game of the week could go back and forth with the last two games with Shannon and Howard and or Steve or Cosme.
Yeah.
Both very good matchups. I think it's gonna be Shannon versus Howard.
I do
though.
too. I
Really?
think I'm leaning more
Yeah,
that
you
way.
guys,
I think I'm leaning more that way.
you guys match up like very, very well.
Yes.
Like,
I was personally gonna say Satan versus Cosme, but you guys might have changed my mind.
I think you guys will go back and forth. I don't think anyone will have the lead for too long.
Yeah. I do think that'll be a very interesting game back and forth. I do agree now that they changed my mind that will be the game of the week. So we'll see. Hopefully it pans out. Heading into one of the last segments we got the preseason award winner predictions, and we'll start at Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year
Who's the new heads again?
we got Will, we got Levis, we got Pixton. I don't know if I'm missing anyone. I'm gonna check the group chat real quick to see if I'm missing anyone.
For Rookie of the Year, I'm gonna have to go with Levis, just because of the fact that he's a captain, so he'll be in that number one scoring role, or that's what's gonna be expected of him, and he's solid. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's a pretty big kid. He's like what 6'2",
He's a
6'3".
solid 6'1", I think, and he's strong too. I'm gonna agree with Gabe. I'm gonna go Levis as Rookie of the Year out of the three options. I think after playing with Levis for a couple years in high school, he's developed into a really good player. I think he'll be a very good player on the 8.5-foot hoop, as we've seen before. He had some solid games in like the 1 or 2 games he subbed in. So yeah, I'm a book Ryan Levis for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
You
I think
agree,
it's
John?
a 3 for 3 Ryan Levis.
All right, so Ryan Levis is the. You're betting, I'd bet Ryan Levis.
You got high standards for you, boy.
Depoy. That's gonna be Satan, Madano.
Josh.
Novak could be up there again just because of his blocks.
Yeah.
I could see it being those three as the final three.
Yeah.
I could.
Kyle might sneak his way in there.
I was gonna say I could see Kyle or Ja sneaking in there if they're like really trying on defense too, because I know they're both quick and athletic.
Yeah.
They're good defenders when they're trying.
Yeah.
So I'd say those are the 5 names I expect to see at the end of the year, like in that toss up for that award.
Did we say Jaheim?
Yeah, I said Kyle and Ja.
Okay. He's a sleeper.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go Mudano.
I'm going with Madano.
He's actual clamps. Like he's one
Madano.
person last year who I faced that would like it was frustrating to play against.
You know,
like,
he's a pest.
He does little hand checking stuff, but he doesn't do it too much where you have to call that and stuff. He's very good.
Madano's the type of dude that you hate to play against, but you'd love if he was on your team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So like Gabe said, he's a pest on defense, but
what do you have for steals? He had like a bunch of steals per game last year.
He knows how to get in your head sometimes, and he knows how to rile you up.
Yeah.
So just because of like the mental games and all the defense that he plays, I'm gonna say him too.
Yeah, he kept Flanny to what? Didn't he keep him to like 38 points or something last year?
His season low or something.
That's insane.
I do think Steve will be a close second.
Yeah.
Just like last year.
He's always clamps.
Yeah.
Quick feet.
Steve is a great off-ball and on-ball defender. He's got a nice wingspan. I think that it'll be a toss-up, but I do think Madano will come away at the end.
Yeah.
All right, so next up, we got MVP. MVP. You know, there's a lot of good players in this league. I feel like I'm going to mention some of the same names I mentioned in Depoy. But I think Satan is up for MVP this year. I think Madano is up for MVP this year. I think Flanny could be up for MVP this year if he has a dominant season like he normally does.
Yeah.
Cosme is always up in the top 5 for MVP. You know,
I think it's between those 4.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw in my teammate Mike Shannon just because of my bias.
Let's go, Mike.
I can't. I gotta.
Mention.
Yeah. Honorable. I gotta. Not
something
even,
like that.
Yeah. I hope Mike has a very good season. You know, but I think the top 3 really is gonna be Satan, Madano, and could say you or Flanny, just because you guys because of the past, you guys have really good seasons normally. I feel like you guys have always been in the MVP candidates. But my pick for MVP this year, I'm going to go Gabe Cosme.
Let's go.
All right, Gabe.
I'm going to go Gabe Cosme.
Respectfully, I'm going to have to pick myself too. Because I'm actually coming different this year.
I'm
coming different this year.
I'm going to be different.
You're going to be different? All right, let's hear it.
No sorry ass shit like last season. That last season ended
Gabe's on his revenge tour.
Yeah.
I'm going with Madonna for MVP this season.
See, I could easily see that too.
Yes.
Yeah, he's going crazy this year too. I know he is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, maybe there'll be some surprise picks,
especially if his shot comes back faster. Because last year it took him, I think, like 2 or 3 games. But if he gets his shot back the first game, I think it's a lock, to be honest. Because he was averaging 73 points.
It was something.
And he shot like, I don't even know, 48% from 3, and he had the most threes in the league.
Yeah, he shot the most too.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
Yeah. So for MVP, like we were just saying, hopefully there's some new names. Yeah. We'd love to see some other people have really great years.
Nice. Levis, maybe.
I need to see Rob go crazy this year.
Rob. Dude, there's so many good.
But the thing is,
I think the only reason why he can't be in that conversation is
because of the team he has too.
Yeah, not only that, but he's very team oriented. Even if he'll have games where he's only scoring 35, but his teammate will be scoring 50, and he's just facilitating the ball to him.
Yeah.
Rob playing defense.
Rob is very shifty, hard to guard.
Mm-hmm.
He'll set you up in perfect spots. Obviously, there's a lot of good players in this
league. Hang time on his shots.
For real.
Hang time.
Honestly, most of the captains could even be up for MVP. You guys got anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
No.
I'm good.
Good? All right, well, that was the first episode of the second season of the Game Plan with our 2 new guests here. They're going to be here every week, I believe. We're going to try to get this out every weekend, hopefully. We're going to try to record every Friday, I assume. Maybe. We'll get it out before the next drive of the week, hopefully.
Yes.
Depending on schedules. But I think that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time for the Game Plan.